Good afternoon. Fade to black breaking news for this Tuesday, August 8th, 2023. I'm Jimmy Church. This is all of the news that you need. Help and support our show, by the way. Support everything that we do here. We have a team. We have people. We broadcast twice a day, 3 times on Wednesday, 3 times on Thursday. We're broadcasting right now. Get a Fade to Black T-shirt. The links are below. You can do it one of 2 ways. The links are below. Get a Fade to Black T-shirt. Everything is autographed. Everything ships for free the very next day. Do it now. The links are below. Let's get straight to it. On this day in 1974, yeah, you know what I'm about to say, faced with the near certain prospect of impeachment for his role in the Watergate scandal, U.S. President Richard M. Nixon announced live on television his resignation on this day in 1974 and was succeeded by Gerald Ford the following day. All right, here's your fader fact. Blushing is caused by a rush of adrenaline. An adrenaline rush gets your body for a fight or flight response. Blushing? Well, that's on you. There you go. There's your fader fact today. Breaking news. A new artificial intelligence algorithm has detected for the first time ever a killer asteroid slated to fly by Earth, and it won't be the last. Known as Heliolink 3D, the algorithm created specifically for the still under construction Vera Rubin Observatory in northern Chile has already identified one potentially hazardous asteroid, otherwise known as a PHA, that human eyes had missed. Named 2022 SF-289, the 600-foot-long PHA is going to approach Earth within 140,000 miles, which is about half the distance to the moon. Asteroids under 500 feet are both harder to detect and capable of wiping out an entire city or country if it hit Earth. The good news is, this asteroid isn't likely to hit our planet anytime soon, but the AI's ability to find it after the humans who run the NASA-funded Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System, otherwise known as ATLAS, missed it. This is absolutely a big deal, and the Rubin Observatory hasn't even unleashed its full potential yet. There you go. More NASA news. Something just went in my throat. NASA's Ingenuity Mars helicopter successfully completed its 54th flight on August 3rd, the first flight since the helicopter cut its July 22nd flight short. The 25-second up and down hop provided data that could help the Ingenuity team determine why its 53rd flight ended early. Ingenuity began its life on Mars as a technology demonstration. It first flew on April 19th, 2021, and was supposed to fly 5 times over 30 days at 90 seconds each. That was 2.5 years and 50 flights ago. That is crazy. Also, a trio of miniature autonomous NASA rovers will soon head for the moon with the aim of boosting the efficiency of exploration missions. The 4-wheeled carry-on suitcase-sized moon rovers, known as Cooperative Autonomous Distributed Robotic Exploration, otherwise known as CADRE, will work as a team and carry out tasks that with only initial high-level input from humans. The trio will travel to the moon aboard Intuitive Machines' third lunar lander called the IM-3 as part of NASA's Commercial Lunar Payload Services, CLPS, initiative. The launch is scheduled for 2024. Well, It's now officially official. July 2023 was Earth's hottest month on record and by a wide margin. July's global average temperature of 62.51 degrees Fahrenheit was 0.6 of a degree higher than the previous record set in 2019. The Copernicus Climate Change Service, a division of the European Union Space Program, announced everything today. Normally, global temperature records are broken by hundredths or 1/10 of a degree. So the wide margin is completely nuts. It was so extra warm in July that Copernicus and the World Meteorological Association made the unusual early announcement that it was likely the hottest month days before July ended. Today's calculations made it official. Officially official. The biggest search for the Loch Ness Monster in 50 years is set for this month in Scotland. The hunt for Nessie is being organized by the Loch Ness Centre in the Scottish Highlands, along with a research team called the Loch Ness Exploration. And volunteers are invited to join in on the search weekend of August 26th. Drones taking thermal images of the lake will be flown over the water, and a hydrophone will also be used to detect any acoustic sounds underwater. The team is calling on volunteers to get as many eyes on the water as possible, using smartphones to capture far more detail than ever before. That, coupled with the thermal imagery and hydrophone studies, they are using all of the latest technology to find Nessie. I'll keep you updated. The city of Los Angeles went on strike today. That's right. A growing number of unions seeking improved conditions for their employees are halting movie productions in the city. We know about all of that, holding up hotel business, potentially disrupting supply chains, and slowing down the airport. Today, 11,000 Los Angeles city workers are joining the Hollywood actors, among others, on the picket lines, according to the union that represents many of the city's public sector staff. The strike is the first by LA city workers in more than 40 years. The effects are citywide. That's right. It's sanitation workers, it's lifeguards, custodians at public pools, LAX airport shuttle drivers and mechanics, crane operators, boat captains at the city's ports, and all of this are among the workers who are planning to strike or who have already walked off the job. And finally, I'll leave you with this. Yes, as I just reported, Los Angeles is on strike, and it seems that we've only just gotten past the pandemic, and yet there's a new problem facing the convention scene. I am, of course, talking about the WGA and SAG-AFTRA actors' strikes and the streaming wars. What does all of this boil down to? Well, the San Diego Comic-Con 2023 just finished, and it was much smaller than previous years. You had no Marvel, you had no DC, you had no HBO, and you had no Amazon Prime. They canceled a whole bunch of events. Even William Shatner canceled. The annual Star Trek Las Vegas event is coming up, and so is the New York Comic-Con. And without an end in sight to the WGA and SAG-AFTRA strikes, fans are going to suffer. That's right. Significantly less talent will be attending these events, and even the guest stars will be severely limited in talking about struck work. You know, the product that is produced by an employer who, during the period of a labor dispute with its employees. Well, it's also highly likely that this year's Star Trek Day event will also be canceled in its entirety. Both sides need to get the strike settled. because millions of pissed off Trekkies is a very, very scary thought. There you go. There's your Fade to Black breaking news that you need for this Tuesday, August 8th, 2023. That's right. Fade to Black breaking news is produced by Renee Newman. I'm Jimmy Church. Go back, Lee Tappy.